2025 has been a wild year for women's sports. First, we had the Women's Champions League breaking attendance records in Europe. In the final, we had over 50,000 fans in Lisbon. Then we had the Women's Euros pulling sold-out crowds across Switzerland. The final alone in Basel had over 34,000 fans. I was there on both of these stadiums, and it was crazy to see everyone cheering for women's sports. And of course, we can't talk about 2025 without mentioning the Women's Rugby World Cup. This year, they show just how far professionalism has come. 81,000 people showed up at Twickenham in London. That's like the House of Rugby, and it was historical to see England winning at home. It just was like a fairy tale made for the sport. And the impact of that tournament has been massive. Let's take South Africa, for example, had over 1 million viewers during their World Cup campaign. And today they have launched the Betway Women's Club Championship. This is a brand new national competition designed to grow and develop women's rugby. It gives club players exposure and a chance to showcase their talent at a national level, building a true development pathway from grassroots to provincial and beyond. And now, quietly but powerfully, the Women's Cricket World Cup is taking over India. If you thought that the last 3 tournaments I just mentioned were the biggest in women's sports, apart from the FIFA Women's World Cup, hold on your horses, cause this World Cup is gonna blow your mind. Cause it's one of the biggest tournaments in women's sports this year. And honestly, no one's talking about it enough. Even if you have never watched a match in your life, and this is coming from a person that probably has only watched like 2 to 3 cricket matches in her life, here's why everyone from Australia to India to South Africa is tuning in. So let's start from the basics. If you've never watched cricket, here's the deal. Think about baseball, but older, more strategic, and way bigger globally. Cricket is watched by billions, especially in Asia. It's the most popular sport in places like India, who has 1.4 billion people, and Pakistan with 251 million people. So yeah, billions tune in. Imagine if the FIFA Women's World Cup, the Euros, the Women's Euros, and the Super Bowl all happened in one event. This is how big we're talking about, and that's what's happening in India. This isn't a new tournament, but it feels like a new era. Women's cricket is now on Prime TV with record sponsorships and record prize money too. The total prize pool for this World Cup is $13.8 million US dollars. That's like 297% increase from the $3.5 million of last edition in 2022 in New Zealand. That's huge. And nobody's talking about. We've seen football have its moment, rugby had its moment, so now it's cricket's turn, one of the most watched women's sporting events in the world. This year's tournament features 10 teams playing 31 matches across 8 host cities in India, filling stadiums with over 60,000 fans. I don't know about you, but I'm pumped to see what's next for this sport. And if you already started looking up names, I got you. Put your phone down. I'll give you the rundown of the superstars that you should know from this World Cup. We got Smriti Mandhana, I hope I'm pronouncing this well, from India. She's stylish, fearless, and one of the biggest icons in India. Then we have Ellyse from Australia. Think of her as the Tom Brady of women's cricket, a total championship machine. We have Heather Knight from England. She's captain, leader, strategist, always in control. Marizanne Kapp from South Africa, the ultimate all-rounder. She bats, she bowls, she does it all. And so for the first time, cricket is trying to capture audiences outside the traditional strongholds. The Women's Champions League and the Women's Euros brought in global sponsors like Visa and Nike, and now those same brands are investing in cricket. We've said these multiple times, the numbers do matter, because they have record broadcast deals across Asia, equal pay discussions in Australia and India, ticket sales rivaling men's tournaments. So if women's football show Europe's power, women's cricket is showing Asia's. And I know what you might be thinking, I don't even watch cricket, why should I care? Well, that's why we're here, giving the platform to all those voices. Because let's be honest, it's proof that women's sports are building global economies. This year, from the Euros to the Rugby World Cup to cricket, has proved something huge. Women's sports aren't competing with each other anymore. They are now creating a global ecosystem, one that runs year-round, across continents, across cultures. When one grows, they all grow. So I guess the question for you today would be, if women's football show Europe's power and women's cricket is showing Asia's, where do you think the next big movement in women's sports will come from? Drop your guesses, I'll start and I'll leave it in the comments. If you love seeing how women's sports are changing the game, hit subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time we have a new video, which is every week. And until then, I'm Dany Bellamy, your sporty friend, and I'll see you next time.